What's up, guys? It's Duke here from sportsgamers.com. We're back with another great Madden 20 tip. In today's tip, I want to show you guys how I like to defend twins and trips formations on offense, like trips tight end, ace slot, trade Y flex, etc. These formations are definitely annoying to deal with because it's hard to disguise what you're doing. You know, it makes it pretty easy for them to read your defense. So start with twins formations, and then I'm going to look at trips secondly. The thing about both of these types of formations, whether we're talking about ace slot, trips tight end, tray Y flex, whatever the case may be, is that because all the receivers are lined up on one side of the field and then the other side is just basically the tight end, is that they're going to know whether we're in man or zone pretty easily if we come out in the base align, typical base align look. So what I'm going to recommend doing is putting your coaching adjustments for auto alignment on man. This is going to allow us, whether we call man or zone, to have both of the corners, or basically the slot receivers, align with a corner. So you can see here with ace slot, I recommend for ace slot doing 3-4 odd. However, if we're going to be going up against a trips formation with three receivers, I like to use big dime 1-4-6 so we can always have enough corners to align over the receivers. So this is going to allow us, I'm going to show you guys several examples in a second here, but it's going to allow us to disguise whether we're man or zone. It's going to allow us to blitz for multiple coverages, and also the alignment is just going to be much better, so there's no tell and no easy way to attack our coverage. So let's get into examples now. Like I said, we're going to do gun ace slot offset first, and then we'll move to trips tight end and tray Y flex. But before we get too far into the video, I do want to remind you guys to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification icon to turn them on so you don't miss out when our videos go live. You don't want to miss out on this great content that we're continuously posting. You will not find it anywhere else. Finally, guys, if you're really rocking with me, smash that like button, show the love. The support is really appreciated, and it helps our channel grow and for me to be able to continue to provide these great videos for you guys. Main thing I want to do here is turn my alignment on and my coaching adjustments for defense to man. What this is going to do is it's going to allow me to disguise my defense, whether I'm in man or zone. So, like, for instance, here, I could set up the 3-4 odd blitz defense right here. But at the same time, they obviously would assume I'm probably playing man-to-man, right? I can give them the man look like this, but I can turn my defense into zone. And that's one of the great things I like to do is turn my defense into an actual zone. So no longer do I have to worry about getting beat, but, you know, deep, and I can control this safety, right? So here, you know, I feel pretty comfortable in this look because now I know that, like, if there's a corner out, you know, I can go check it myself, and I'm going to be screaming, right? So I can give them a man look, but play actual zone defense. Now I'm going to do that again. So again, I'm just coming out on 3-4 odd, pinch buck 0 with man, the alignment on man. So again, I'm normally going to control the safety, the slot receiver manned up, and then I can either turn it into like a cover 4, a cover 3, or cover 2, but just keep that guy manned up, and then I'm looking to just take away this tight end myself. Now, again, I know that he's probably going to go on a corner out or a streak, so I'm going to need to take that away quickly. Now, at the same time, if I play like this, I will have to worry about the deep middle of the field if that receiver over there is on a post. Now, not only can you do this for man, but you can just play straight zone. So, like, I can come out and cover 3 cloud and make it look like I'm in man coverage, just like this. And again, I can kind of do the same thing where, you know, I just play on the safety, and, you know, that my responsibility will be this deep area right here. Or I can just bring him in the box, and I can control one of these linebackers, or I can control the other safety. But it's really up to what you're more comfortable with. The bottom line is you're going to need to be on one of the safeties or the linebacker. And again, know your assignment. So, like, right there, I'm going to have to take away that deep post. Again, this is just something that allows you guys to confuse the offense way better than just strictly base aligning against these formations, because when you base align, it's very easy to see what's going on. However, when you have the man alignment on, you're going to be able to not only disguise whether you're man or zone very easily, you can mix in your coverage with your blitz, because, like, you know, you guys noticed the play before, the few examples, I was blitzing my whole team basically. Well, here, you know, as you guys could see, we're dropping back into coverage with a 4-man rush, and we're blanketing the entire field. There's nothing open, and they're going to have to end up taking a sack here. As you guys can see, very good coverage. Now, The other thing it does is just because we have the dual receivers and the twins receivers aligned with the two corners, you just have a lot better alignment for this formation coverage wise, and they're no longer just gonna be able to have mismatches, on that left side of the screen. And that's the same thing with trips too. If you have your man alignment on, it allows you to align to the defense or to the formation much better. All right, guys, so now I want to talk about defending trips. So with trips, it's pretty much the same thing. You're going to have the trips receivers. They're going to want those on the wide side of the field. So I don't want auto flip on because that's just going to make it more difficult. I actually want to turn auto flip off. So knowing that, I always want to make sure that if they're going to flip their formation, I flip my formation too. But I do it out of the huddle. I don't have auto flip on. So we always know, again, that these trips are going to be on the wide side. So here, we're going to go and flip our play out of the huddle, and we can disguise man with cover 4, cover 2, or cover 3. And I like using the big dime against trips because, we need to match up with the multiple receivers. But, I can make it look the same whether I'm in man or zone, which is the whole point. It makes it a lot easier for you guys to take away a lot of these money plays because now, we have the slot corner lined up over the slot receiver and they just don't have any mismatches. So that was just a simple 3-man rush. But oftentimes something I like to do is actually blitz. So I can, run my same cover 2 sync style defense from this look. And guys, we can just go ahead and press, and you guys can actually see that this corner, because he's moving across the formation because we have the man alignment on, we can just go ahead and blitz him and just man this guy up on the slot and then play on the safety. And it's going to essentially be the same type of deal where he's going to come free off that edge and I can just play the safety over the middle. And that's a way you could blitz and actually be in zone while making it look like man. So that's a very confusing look. And we can adjust from this however we want. So again, you would think that because we have all the receivers covered up that we're in man coverage, right? However, we're actually in zone, and that's because we have the man alignment on, guys. And you guys can see the blitz still works the same way, and everyone is locked up in coverage. You can do that from cover 4, cover 2, or cover 3, or from time to time, if you want, you can just play straight man coverage too. So here we can just play straight man. We can go and throw a spy out, do whatever cover adjustments we want. But again, most of the time, I'm going to recommend playing on the safety on the tight end side. So, if he does run a corner out, you can take that away, and then you're just free to kind of free roam, all right? So now they're going to have no idea whether you're in man, you're in zone, are you blitzing, are you not blitzing. That's something I really like about this. And, you can definitely, if you want to, send the dogs. All right, guys, I want to look at one more example of what we can do here before we get out of here. But I want to look at this. I'm going to go ahead and run the ball backwards so we have a little bit more room to work with. But then I want to look at the cover 3. So, you can run cover 3. You can run cover 4. You can run man. You can run cover 2. And it's all going to look the same, which is, huge because now they don't have just an easy tell with the alignment whether you're in man or zone. Because generally speaking, like I said, if you play a baseline on, they're always going to know whether you're in man or zone. Because if you're in man, the trips receivers are going to be aligned over by the corners, and if you're in zone, they're not. So that's why this is so big. So again, here we're going to go ahead and if we're going to be blitzing, we always want the guy that's blitzing to be on the wide side. So we'll go ahead and flip it, and that's going to allow us, as you guys can see, him to come up over the corner, or I'm sorry, not the corner, but the receiver. And again, you can go ahead and put this guy in the purple. Go ahead, do that. Play on the safety if you want, or you can play in the slot corner. It doesn't really matter. But this is just another easy way you can disguise whether you're in man or zone. Because again, we have this 3 slot corners over on that side of the screen. We're able to get the quick pressure. He did break the sack, but there was nothing really open. So you can do that. You can do that really from anything. You can do that from cover 4 if you want. Again, same thing. All we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and blitz this guy, contain, and you can do this from any defense, whether it's, like I said, cover 2, cover 4. You can do this from man, cover 3, and you can play on the safety. And everything is disguised when you do this. They're going to have no tell to know whether you're in man or zone, or if you are in zone, what zone you might be in. They're going to have no idea either way. That's why it's so huge. And, like I said, you can do this from anything. We could come out in straight man coverage if we wanted to, and we could blitz that slot corner, and we're going to be able to have good coverage and pressure at the same time. So here, guys, here's an example of playing man and doing it. We're just going to blitz the slot corner and then man him up with the linebacker. Now, this is a bit dangerous unless you have a safety subbed in here. So if you're going to do this, I will make sure you have a safety subbed in. We're still going to want to play on the same guy right here. That's going to be the safety on the tight end side. We always are going to look to do that. And, this time we don't get the untouched pressure, but still we're able to get good enough pressure and get, basically nobody was open. So it was almost like a coverage sack right there. I would say that the actual blitz plays from cover 2 sink and cover 3 sky do a bit better. But even when you blitz from cover 4 and man and have to hot route the blitzer yourself, you still generally will get a pretty good pressure. And the coverage is obviously going to be real good, as you guys can see here. There's nothing really open. Now, another thing I'd recommend that obviously the Chiefs have is this power specialist, so that you will get a little bit more pressure up the middle and not just have to rely on it over the edge. But this is my preferred way to play against these formations because it allows you to disguise whether you're in man or zone. The lineman is just way better, so they don't have easy holes to attack your coverage. And, it's just a great way to confuse the offense. We can play man, we can blitz, or we can play zone.